Wow, I'm so glad you could make it today and that we get to visit for a minute. It's just so much I want to ask you about, like your insights and stuff as to, especially with tomorrow being Mother's Day, like what does it mean to you to be a mother?
Um, Basically, being a mother is it's a huge role. It's um, initially where I wanted to do different, and try new methods of how to raise my kids, and that's been a long journey. And from where I am now, right? And where I am now, of course, the kids are like, "Mom, you changed," but if you stay the same for the rest of your life, what fun is that, right?
And you're never growing.
You're never growing. So I love where I am as a mother right now, and being who I am now, I can appreciate more. Being connected with my kids versus always worried and stressed, right? So.
Well, so that's what I think where I really wanted to go was like me when I'm stressed, if I'm sitting in this Baton Rouge traffic, that triggers me and I just have to catch myself, number one, that I'm getting frustrated, and then I sit back in the car and I just breathe. So what are some things you do to de-stress?
Well, that's a lot. And the kids, they honor what I do because they can also feel the energy from me, like, "Mom, okay, maybe you need to go take your walk. Or maybe you need to go meditate. Mom, you need to go play your sound bowl. Or Mom, you need to go take a minute, right? Go take a breath." And so what that means for me is I get to find a quiet place, which is always my closet. I love that, right? No interruptions.
No judgment.
And I go in there and, I literally do a 5-10 minute segment of breath work while holding my palms, because I am an energy worker, so I know the concept of the chakras in our hands.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm calling back my energy, and I'm releasing energy that doesn't belong to me. So that's a huge.
Let me jump in, because when you even talked about your kids knowing when you're stressed, right? Like that proves the concept of energy or interconnectedness right there. You can, or me, let me say me, can instantly walk into a room and we as humans know who's stressed, who's angry, who's happy, who's, and so that kind of itself proves the point that this isn't all, oh my God, I hate this cliche, but woo-woo, because that right there tells you when we're in proximity, we pick up and we know how other people or people around us are feeling. So
right. Well, and another thing I want to say, some people don't, right? Because some people may feel like it's them. That goes to another disconnection of who they are and what they're truly feeling. Everyone picks up on energy, right? But like I said, they feel like it's them, and now they're withdrawn because they don't realize that it's not even your energy. It's whomever you're around. You're in this crowded space, right? And so the whole point of me saying that is Focus and Flow is also here to help you discern and hone in on what's your energy, what's someone else's energy, and that's what all the practitioners aim for.
Wow, again, great point. That's why I wanted to have this conversation, to take a moment and sit with you, because what you just said, people, I've heard people say, I'm so depressed and I don't know why. Like, I've got this wonderful life. Why am I feeling like this? Mm-hmm. And a lot of times, like you said, it's not their feelings. They have absorbed the energy of people
People
around
them,
without
right?
being aware that that's what's going on.
So what it says, wise penny, a penny for wise, or whatever that saying is. However, I want to say that's the energy that I stay in. So the fact of holding your palms out, breathing in, breathing out, and connecting to yourself. When you connect to yourself, you're going to immediately feel the sensations of energy that is not yours to be released. It is coming from the hand. So you're going to feel it, right? Releasing out. But it's going to take some practice, especially if this is not a common practice, right?
Well, when I first started meditation and everybody would say, oh, feel this and feel that. And I was like, I don't feel it, in my mind, I'm like, I don't feel anything. I must be doing this wrong. I can't meditate. This isn't for me. I don't know what these people are talking about. But I stayed with it, even if they were like little 10 or 15-minute guided meditations. And then it started happening because of the awareness.
Yes.
So we all can do these things.
Yes.
We just have to practice them. Your thoughts on that? Did you always feel energy, or I guess we always did, we just weren't aware.
Yes, wasn't aware. That's very good point. I always did feel energy, but I didn't know, I'm saying, what that was. I always took it on as my own, right? And I'm like, oh my God, I'm always sad, I'm always down, I'm always this, I'm always that. But over the last 3.5 years, it just happened, right? And also has something to do with my diet.
Oh, of course. Everybody says the gut is your second brain, but
yes.
I think science is almost now proving the gut is your first brain.
Your first brain, yes. So I stopped ingesting the meat that we all grew up with, right? We ate it and we love it, and give me some chicken, some fried chicken, right? So
Sunday afternoon.
Yes, soul food is what they call it, right? So however, I stopped eating that, and then something happened. I would walk past somebody in the store and I realized, then I was able to discern, that's not my energy.
Mm-hmm.
That is shocking me. That energy that this other person that I don't even know have, and it has went through my body, like my body is almost like a detector. Mm-hmm. Like maybe on my forehead or something, and just pick it up. I used to be like, and then now I'm like, okay, that's
I
not my energy. I recognize that, and it gets to a point to where you start even tapping into what that energy really is, right? If a person is sad, if a person is happy, if a person is just distressed, if a person is holding back because they want to wear this mask to be accepted in society, right?
Which is a whole nother topic.
Yes.
Because I had to realize that my happiness was dependent on me and not the external world around me.
Right.
Because I always thought the more I owned, or the more I, this label or that label or whatever, that was where my worth came from, but it doesn't.
No.
And when you can, or when a person can let go of the external world, needing that validation or justification, the whole life experience changes. You're free is what you are. You're no longer beholden to what anybody else thinks about you. Has that been your experience too?
It's definitely been my experience. Because you can't, it's too much to put on someone else to make you happy. I went through life expecting everyone to do things and operate in ways that made me happy, including for my husband. Mm-hmm. And that's a lot of baggage to put on one person when that person is responsible for their own happiness too, right?
Right.
I mean, we can do things to help each other and pick each other up, but overall, initially, it's up to us. We can't expect everyone to walk around making us happy. Prime example, I'm going throughout my day. I'm not happy. Why am I not happy? Because I'm not connected to anyone. I don't have anyone per se, right?
Mm-hmm.
But what makes you believe that you have to have someone to talk to or someone
Right.
in your company to make you happy?
Right.
You have to, that's a cue for you. Go within, drop everything, and find out what it is that makes me happy. What can I do for me?
Yeah, and so much of the time now, well, now especially, we can't sit in stillness anymore. People are so afraid of not having constant stimulation.
Yes.
The endless scrolling,
Yes.
the alerts. Like, I turned my alerts off. I don't want them. They instantly, and they're designed to
do that.
to
Yeah.
raise your cortisol levels, because those dopamine hits, you got to have that next, maybe the next one, and people are so afraid now to just sit in stillness. And that's another thing that I do to de-stress, even if it's only 5 minutes.
Yes.
I just have to withdraw and breathe and pause and just be, even if it's 5 minutes.
Even if it's 5 minutes. And because you have that practice, you have allowed your nervous system to recognize, I'm in stillness, and this may be 5 minutes, but it reacts to how the results of what you want, right? So yeah, 5 minutes, right? You can set your timer. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, and sit in that stillness, and then it's not an escape. I want to reiterate on going into stillness, because people get in there, and I'm just talking on my own experience. I'll get in there and I'm like, oh, this feels so much calmer, so much better. But we still have to exist in this society, right? So it's just a point of pulling away, aligning who you are to go back and face the world, put an idea of it.
Oh, great point. Yeah, because we are here for a human Earth existence.
Yes.
So we do have to participate in that, but we don't have to be of that. I love that. I am so glad you came by today. Wow, we've got to continue these conversations.
Yes, I love that,
Yeah.
because this is awareness, right? And once people have this awareness, they can start operating on this awareness. And then it's coming from people who don't just talk the talk, but walk that walk, right?
Yeah.